Welcome back to Continuing Education. My name is Tom. I'm a creator here at BAM, and all I ask, if you learn anything new in any of these videos I've been putting out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm going to show you an example of how I present data to my clients. Now, this could work for buyers or sellers, but specifically, this is what I'm showing a lot of the buyers in my market right now. I want you to take what I'm showing you in this video and then make it again for your market. Because what I'm about to show you is what's happening specifically where I do a lot of my business is the condo market in Toronto. These are the numbers that are important to me, but I want you to take this same information and kind of replicate it in your market, because you always want to show somebody something, not just tell somebody something. And we talked about in another previous video on this channel how you have to create a value gap with your clients. They have to know that you are the professional, and here's the ways that you can do it. Okay, so we're jumping right in here to just my Canva account, and these are where I make these charts, and this is information that I go through with my clients. Now, months of inventory, okay? If you're a real estate agent, you need to know what this term means. It means at the end of every single month, for the type of property that you're selling in the area that is located, how many active listings were on the market and how many sales happened. Then what you do is you take active listings and you divide it by sales. So I track this number every single month for the areas that I work in. And how months of inventory typically works is that under 3 months of inventory on paper is a seller's market. Under 1 month is an extreme seller's market. 2 months is a hot seller's market. 3 months is a pretty decent seller's market. Between 4 and 6 months of inventory, some people would maybe argue between 4 and 5 months of inventory is a balanced out market. You see no pressure on prices. And then over 6 months of inventory, where the buyers are now holding the cards, you're going to see pressure on prices. There's way more listings than there are buyers. So I literally track this every single month. So it's very easy when I'm meeting with a seller, showing them something like this, say, hey, listen, you know, the last sale happened in May here, but we can see in May, there was just over 2 months of inventory. Right now in September and leading into October, we had over 7 months of inventory. And what that means for you as a seller is that only 1 out of every 7 properties are being absorbed from the market every single month. 15% of active listings are selling. So what we're going to focus on today, you know, this is me talking to the seller, is, okay, well, how do we make sure you're part of that 15%? So they know from the very, very beginning of the conversation, like, here's what's going on. Now, this is in a situation that's pushing more towards a buyer's market, but maybe these numbers show them it's a seller's market, and that's why they should take a lower listing price strategy and hold an offer date. I know things can be different in different markets across North America. If you're wondering what these 25 points are, these are me showing in Canada when our Bank of Canada rate hikes happen, very similar to what happens in America with the Fed. So maybe putting those in there to show them how the rate hikes have impacted the inventory that's coming to the market. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing is for the properties that are currently on the market, I think you have to know what type of occupancy they have. Now, you can do this in most MLS searches. You can search what type of occupancy is it. So right now in my market, 40% of our competition is vacant. That means to me that investors are liquidating these properties. So someone with a vacant property is probably going to want to sell it pretty quick because it's costing them money every single month. They're paying out on it even though they're not living there. It's not tenanted. Tenanted properties were 33% of the market. Again, that's showing that investors are trying to sell off their properties right now with the higher interest rates. Owner occupied was only 25% of the market. So if you're an owner trying to sell your property, you're competing with 73% of the market are people trying to get out of the market based on the interest rates. I think this is information that sellers need to know when they're making a decision, to know what they're up against, right? Because you're not just up against other people that, you know, maybe are trying to sell their property. It's like you're up against a whole lot of other listings right now that you're going to have to compete with. Then I want to show them, okay, of the active listings, how many are sold conditional and how many have recently changed their. So in this example, we had 70% of the properties have recently changed their price, but I also want them to know that a lot of properties were terminated and relisted at lower prices as new listings as well. If we go even further, and you can do any type of data on this, I want to show them in all of downtown Toronto, if you got a 1-bedroom or 1+den condo, well, there's a lot to choose from. It's very, very competitive in terms of standing out. The real estate industry can be very lonely. If you're anything like me, you're experiencing that right now in your business. And it wasn't until I found a community that I really helped myself grow. So if you're looking to find a community where you can grow and actually, most importantly, sell more homes and build your brand, BAMX is the place to do it. Now, BAMX has the best live streams, has the best webinars, has the best community, has the best courses, got the best of everything in this industry. and you can get to be a part of it for a fraction of what it costs to be in other programs for legacy real estate companies. It's intentional that BAM costs less and we're bringing more value to the table than everybody else because we believe that legacy real estate media is broken and we're here to fix it. So if you want to join the fun, you want to join the community, I've got a code for you. Code STOREY23, STOREY 23 will get you 10% off the annual subscription. Come join the fun, come hang out, come build a community of people that are looking to grow and expand their business, and most importantly, more than anything else, looking to sell more homes. I hope to see you on the inside. You got to use the racehorse analogy. You got to print out a list of properties and visually show your sellers, okay, if there's 15 comparables, if we know there's 7 months of inventory and only 15% of active listings are being absorbed from the market, meaning selling every single month, how do we become that? Well, we got to be in the top 3. You got to be a top 3 racehorse to have a chance of selling. And literally use this analogy with your sellers and just show them. Be like, hey, based on everything on the market, if we went to market at this price, I think we'd probably rank 10th on this list. If we went at this price, we'd probably rank top 5 on this list. But if you want to get really, really aggressive, then I think you have to rank somewhere in the top 3. So what do we have to do to rank in the top 3? And as listings sell or come onto the market, you can visually show them how this is changing over a period of time. In my listing presentation video on this channel, I talked about how I offer 3 different commission models, but we also tell our clients, like, you got 3 different prices you can go to the market at. I've got my sell now price, which if you want to sell this property, I can get it sold right now at this price. It's an under market price. That's just the truth, but it will sell now. And sometimes you'll get competition. It will sell actually over that. And you'd be surprised. You'd think no one would ever take this option, but they do sometimes. I'd say about 25% of the time, my client's like, you know what? We've already found the next property we want. We want to get this done. Let's just go at this price. Let's undercut the competition. So that's my first price. My second price is the market value price. If you list at the market value price right now, we probably will sell, but it might take a little bit longer. And here's what you can expect. And then my third price is the if all the stars align price. We can go at this price, but if we do not get traction on this price after a certain period of time, we have to be open to having the conversation about adjusting our pricing strategy. You are not going to say price reduction. You are adjusting your pricing strategy. Would you be open to adjusting your pricing strategy? Lots of people visually like to see things and understand what is happening. And that's why when you come to them and say, hey, are you open to having a conversation about our pricing strategy? They're like, yeah, you know what, Tom, we noticed that the months of inventory did go up from last time that we had this conversation. We should probably do something. Do you want to be in the 15% of the properties that are going to sell this month? Yeah, we do. Okay, well, if you want to be in that percentage, here's what we need to do. Let's go get it done. I think you'd be surprised once you use data to your advantage and you're not a salesperson, you're just an educator and you lay it on the table for people. The choices that they're going to make are going to be what's best for them. And then you're just there to guide them through the process. Hope you found this video valuable. If you liked it, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. My name is Tom Storey, and I'll see you next week.